Alright, and welcome back to more Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. Last time, we started our field study here in Ruhr. Some things went down, we killed some monsters, the provincial army and the RMP are fighting, or arguing, rather. It about broke out into a fight. And now the terrorists are involved, and seems like one of the factories got blown up as a result. So now, right now, the terrorists have, or something have, I think it was terrorists. Terrorists has, taken over the mine. And, now we need to go investigate. So let's just head on over there. Oh. What the hell? Oof. This is awful. Smoke's pouring out all over the place. Can't see too far like this. Did the terrorists set fire to something? Looks like the fire's been put out, but something still seems off. So the terrorists decided to strike here rather than the military factory. Look, over there by the entrance. Huh, looks like the railway military police and the provincial army. Yeah, but what are they doing here? Or what are they doing here? Looks like the entrance is completely blocked off too. Let's go and take a closer look. This is bad. That is a lot of smoke. Hope everyone's alright. The terrorists have complete control of the mine. They've taken the miners hostage. Any attempt to enter the mine may put their lives in jeopardy. And that's why you're standing out here twiddling your thumbs without even attempting to negotiate with them. They clearly have an objective in mind here. We can't allow them to buy any further time. It looks like a pretty heated argument. So the terrorists have taken over the mine. And as the first ones on the scene, the provincial army has taken it upon themselves to set up a blockade. Or at least, that's what it looks like at first glance. But why? Man, this has suspicious written all over it. Yep, the provincial army is too well prepared. No matter how you look at this, they've got to be in on it. You can't be serious. In on it? The terrorists set some kind of explosion in there. Look at all the smoke pouring out. That's what they want you to think. But that doesn't look like smoke from a fire to me. They're probably using smoke grenades. Smoke grenades? If that's true, that means the provincial army has some other reason for blockading the mine. Maybe it's got something to do with Reinfeldt's first factory. Ah, that's right. The railway military police were investigating the first factory too, weren't they? Yeah, and that's what Captain Claire said. And that makes the timing of all this look pretty damn suspect. Almost like there's something they're trying to hide. And that means they sealed the mine to give them time to dispose of it. Makes a fair bit of sense if you think about it. But what could they be trying to hide? What's down there? No way to say for sure right now. What I can say though is that it's pretty likely the miners are in danger. We need to find some way to help them if we can. Let's return to Ruhr for now. We need to think more carefully about what to do next. Elisa. Yep, if we're going in, it's better to have a plan. Alright, let's head back. Our entire trip here? For nothing. Well, not for nothing. We know the situation at hand, so now we need to formulate a plan.
Well, to start with, we need to work out exactly what's going on here.
If it's true that the terrorists are working with the Noble faction, then it seems likely their aim is to eliminate the evidence of whatever they've been hiding in the first factory.
But did they really have to go this far? The Iron Mine is owned by His Majesty the Emperor himself, right?
That's right. The province of Nortia is tasked with managing it while Rhineford mines, refines, and processes the iron. And iron is the single most vital natural resource to this nation's continued survival.
You can't eat it, so, I mean, in times of war, I guess, sure, but...
If this isn't resolved quickly, it's going to deal a heavy blow to the entire country, including the nobles themselves.
So I guess the question is just whether the Noble faction and the terrorists realize that or not. Sounds to me like they're a pretty divided bunch as it is.
Yep. The terrorists seem like they're basically all commoners, too. They're only cooperating because they both see the Chancellor as a common enemy.
And if that's the case, it seems pretty likely that what they're doing here is related to that somehow.
Sounds like someone started the party without me.
Angelica?
Angelica?
You came too, George?
Yo, figured you'd show up eventually.
Well, we had to test the sidecar, obviously.
This bike is just full of surprises. We made the trip to Ruhr in 7 hours.
I mean, I don't know, that's like... I mean, it's good, but at the same time, that just sounds tiring.
So, speed-wise, we're looking great.
When did you leave?
Comfort, though, we're gonna have to tweak a few things.
I swear, you two never change. Kinda figured Toho wouldn't be able to make it, too.
Yeah, she's working on gathering a boatload of information, though. She said she'd be in touch if she finds anything out.
Well, that's reassuring at least.
Could someone tell me what's going on?
You're not the only one, Elliot. I'm lost too. Why are they
You
here?
seem to be hot on the trail of something, but I'm not sure it's the same thing we're investigating.
What the hell? Outside forces. Can't do anything about it.
Does this have something to do with those family affairs you told me you were worried about?
Yeah, it does. I had some nagging suspicions about it. Unfortunately, my hunch turned out to be right on the
Oh,
money.
goody. Woman's intuition.
Hold on. Isn't the director of the first factory...
My dear Uncle Heidel Rogner.
Oh, good. It's a family business.
Seems like it might do us both some good to swap info. How about it?
Now let's find a better place to talk.
They're dumping iron onto the black market?
Ooh.
Yeah. The amount of steel they're producing doesn't quite match up with the amount of iron ore being mined. That's been the case for quite a few years now.
Officially, the reason given is that the purity of the ore being mined is lower now than it used to be. But if you look at what's coming out of the mine, there's no evidence of that.
Well,
Oh, goody.
that would explain why the figures don't add up.
They're stealing iron from His Majesty.
And because they were feeding the raw iron onto the black market rather than the finished steel...
That makes it a lot harder to notice when a little goes missing here and there.
Man, Toa put all the pieces together on her own?
I'd expect no less from my beloved Toa.
She poured over everything. Rhineford's yearly sales figures, government reports of the mine's productivity, you name
Oh,
it.
jeez. How'd she get access to all that?
That's how she picked up on the discrepancy.
She's really something else.
Like,
Iron ore being sold off the black market, accounting sheets that don't add up. George, how much iron ore is unaccounted for, roughly speaking? Do you know? Assuming for a moment that all the missing iron was refined into steel, how much steel would we be looking at?
This is just a bit of speculative math on my part, but I'd say somewhere in the neighborhood of 100,000 Torum, which is enough to build 2,000 oxen tanks.
okay. I didn't know what Torum was. I'm guessing tons. 2,000 tanks.
2,000?
That's practically an army.
The Saxon iron mine is a pillar of the Empire's economy. The amount of iron they pull out of there is almost ridiculous. Even if you pocket a small amount every year, it's going to add up to a lot of iron real quick.
But what are they planning to do with all of it? Is the noble faction trying to make their own tanks in secret?
They couldn't even if they wanted to. Only the second factory has the knowledge and equipment to make tanks.
Oh, good.
And not only does the second factory have close ties with the Imperial Army, it also leans toward the reformist faction.
So they wouldn't. There's no two ways of helping them at all. They're just like, nope, nope. Screw you guys. No.
You need all kinds of complicated technology to make even a basic tank. It's not as simple as just grabbing some steel, some blueprints, and some grease and getting to work.
So what does that leave them? Selling the iron to another country for profit?
Calvert, liberal, crossbow.
I don't know how likely that is. Seems like deals that big would be too easy to trace.
Remiferia?
Okay, so setting aside the ore itself for a moment. Now that you know this, and given what's happening in Ruhr right now, what were the two of you planning on doing?
Interesting question. George and George and Angelica are packing heat.
It's pretty simple. My uncle oversees the first factory, and the provincial army is blockading the mine. There's no way my family isn't involved. On the other side, you've got all the miners just trying to do their jobs who got dragged into this whole mess.
Yep, innocent bystanders getting dragged in. Hate it.
I'm a Ragnar. I might not be a great daughter, but there's no way I'm gonna let this go on without putting up a fight.
Angie.
Whoa,
Fight,
whoa.
fight,
You
fight.
seriously gonna go talk to your old man about this?
Hell no. Like he'd even listen to a word I said. Same goes for the provincial army. I'd just be wasting my breath. That's why I'm planning on sorting out this mess myself.
Oh, okay.
I used to work part-time in the mine. I know the place like the back of my hand. As long as I can find my way inside, I think I can handle the terrorists well enough.
I figured you'd say something like that.
Honestly, does nothing faze you?
Probably not.
In that case, I'd like to ask that you take us along.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't the adventures of Angelica Ragnar.
We can look at this as a test of how to best respond to a sudden crisis. Looking at it from that perspective, I think it fits neatly within the scope of our field study.
Yeah, after hearing all that, I don't want to let them have their way.
Agreed.
I'm with Angelica here. My family's involved in this too. I feel like I have a duty to do something about it.
The Ragnar family and the Reinford family come together.
Thanks. Truth be told, I was kind of hoping you'd back me up anyway.
She would have been like, are you guys seriously not going to come along?
Whatever help you can give, I'll take it.
Well, that's that.
The next thing we need to consider is how to slip into the mine without the provincial army taking notice. At the very least, Angie should be able to get the officer in charge to talk with her, but...
So, what, we sneak inside while she's distracting them?
I don't know. That sounds a little overly simplistic to work.
Yeah.
Leave finding our way in to me. If anyone's good at cutting red tape, it's my mother. Maybe she could help us out.
She could. Would she?
Well, if you think so.
Alright, I'll leave securing an alternate route to you then. For now, I'm gonna see if I can find out anything else about my family's or the provincial army's involvement here.
Alright,
George, give
two
Tor
teams,
a
let's
call
go.
And see if you can find out what the Imperial government is doing about all this.
Gotcha. I'll see if I can turn up any machinery that might be useful too.
This is starting to feel like last year's field studies all over again.
Dare I ask what happened during last year's field studies? Sounds interesting. We were glad to have George, Angelica, and Toa backing us up. In a crisis like this, we needed all the help we could get. And as our first order of business, we went to see Chairman Arena, hoping she'd know of some way to sneak into the mine. We should get going too. Your mother should be back at Reinford headquarters by now, right? I think so. Sharon said she'd be in around noon. We can all Always just ask at the reception desk, though. Looks like we'll be kicking into high gear again. Feel like every field study is destined to end up like this. Man, what's Group B going through right now? If this is what Group A is going through. Alright, so now we have access to more places. So, fun fact. I've been grinding off screen. A little bit of Mira. A little bit of pocket change. Also, this area... Basically, the top level is blocked off from to us during the incident where you have to go there. While I was grinding, I did save, and I was just like, okay, let's see my boundaries. It's like, okay, I can't go anywhere up top at all. And Sharon will be in here in the Ordnance store, and she'll have like weapons and stuff for sale. So, if you get to that point and you're, not caught up on weapons, it doesn't matter because you're just going straight over there and then straight back, and then you're back here and you can get weapons. Don't remember if she said anything funny though. It's Sharon, so probably. Yesterday I was giggling all over the place about the whole me trying to walk away from the stuff, and like Sharon's just be like, Master Veen. Alright, so in here, I think if we talk to her, yep, we get chapter 13. Hey, it's George. Long time no see, George. What are you doing here? Please tell me you finally decided to transfer. Took you long enough. Sorry, but that's not why I'm here. There's actually something I'd like to borrow, and I need it soon. Well, hurry up and tell us then. Anything you need, we'll get it for you. Really? Oh man, that makes this easier. Well, you know that thing the professor was developing? The high-powered one? Can I borrow that? In secret? Now? In secret? Now? You've got to be kidding. Alright, so George is over here. Where's Angelica? Not my business. Alright, so now I guess we just gotta go to the Rainford building. Okay. Alright, Miss Chairman, hopefully you can spare a little bit of help. Just a tiny bit. Lady Elisa, thank goodness you're alright. I was so worried when I heard you'd left the city. Oh, you're talking about the trouble at the mine, right? Actually, I was hoping to talk with Mother about that. Is she in her office right now? Chairman Arena returned just a short while ago. Would you like me to set up an appointment? Please. Yes, that's right. Lady Elisa has understood. She says she can see you right now, though she can't spare more than a few minutes. If you want to head up right now, she's waiting for you in her office. Thank you. This shouldn't take long. Alright, let's head up to the 23rd floor. Right. Why do I get the feeling Sharon is going to be right there to welcome us? You can count on it. I mean, yeah. She's everywhere, man. Traveling to the 23rd floor will cause the main story to advance. You will no longer be able to walk around Ruhr and the surrounding area. Be advised that any incomplete quests in Ruhr will expire if you do so. So let me just make sure. It should be good. Better be good. One sec. Hey yo, provincial army. Took care of that monster. So, yeah, there's a guy there. Oh man. I didn't turn in that request. Hey there, I killed it. So you defeated the monster on the highway to the south, did you? Not too shabby. We're students. Thank you very much. Well, keep up the good work. Here's your reward. Thank you very much. And with that, you're excused. I've got no idea what kinds of other tasks you've been given, but don't get yourself involved in matters that don't concern you. Understood? Right. Irene. Such a liar. Oh man, I could have missed that. Guess what? Lady Angelica was here. Lady Angelica. I can't believe she came all the way here to see us. Yeah, sure she did. I mean, if you talk to her, probably, but... Okay, let's do this again. This time with a little less anxiety. There. Doop.
Welcome back, everyone. I've been waiting for you.
Of course.
I knew it.
Like the rising of the sun.
I see how it is. You're taking Rhineford's side again, huh?
What does that mean?
As long as I wear this uniform, I'm simply a humble maid of the Rhineford household. You, the chairman, and Master Gwyn are all deeply important to me.
Thanks, I think. Show us in then.
Of course. Please follow me.
So how well is this gonna go?
Bring them in.
As you wish.
Mother, we need to see you.
Excuse us.
Quite the entrance, Elisa.
I apologize for canceling our dinner plans last night, but it's looking unlikely I'll be able to join you tonight either.
That's not too big a deal.
No, that's fine. We understand.
It's hardly surprising given the current circumstances.
I'm not sure what's keeping you so busy, considering you haven't even managed to fulfill one of your most basic duties.
My lady.
The miners who work at Saxon are employees of this company. With the provincial army barricading the mine and refusing to budge, those miners are at the mercy of the terrorists.
Yeah, not looking good for staff morale.
I assume you've issued a formal objection to Marquis Ragnar?
Not on behalf of the company, no. It sounds like Director Heidel Ragnar of the First Factory has requested something be done as a formality, but nothing more.
That's it? The First Factory has been dumping huge amounts of ore onto the black market for years now. Don't even try and tell me you haven't noticed it.
Of course I've noticed.
Oh,
Being
goody.
unable to bring the First Factory in line allowed that to happen, and that's my failure, I admit. But think, if we assume the terrorists aren't acting alone here, what good would it do to issue an objection to Marquis Ragnar?
Well...
Sounds like you're on top of it then.
There are many possible outcomes to this crisis, and we must be prepared for all of them. For example, we need to consider the possibility that the terrorists may set off an explosive in the mine, and how to respond to that. This is a global company. Measures will need to be put in place to protect stock prices, taking cross-spell into account too.
I don't know. Shouldn't you also be worried? It's corporate. It's corporate.
She's got a point. Anything that affects the Rhineford Company is going to indirectly affect a lot of people's lives.
Correct. The Rhineford Group is its own entity with its own role to fill. And I have mine as chairman. The Provincial Army and the RMP are acting in accordance with their purpose. Action with a purpose. That's what keeps the world in motion. So tell me, what's your purpose?
Well...
No one has an
If you
answer.
get what I'm saying? I suggest you leave. I expect the explosion at the military factory is the extent of the damage the terrorists will cause here. I'll give you several additional tasks. I suggest you work on those for the remainder of the day. And considering the situation here, I think it'd be best if you leave Ruhr tomorrow morning. You have my permission as a sitting director on the Academy's board.
Not gonna happen?
But
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm not going to keep making the same mistakes anymore.
Oh?
All my life, I've turned a blind eye to what was going on right in front of me. I did it when you drove Grandfather out and took his position as chairman.
Probably where it started.
And I did it when Father died and you let work become your life.
Or that
All
could
along,
have
you've
been where it
working
started.
To build the company bigger and bigger, and all along, I just looked the other way. But in our field studies at Thor's, I've seen the imbalances and injustices of the world crop up over and over again. But even with that, I, and all of us, really, have to face that head on. And that's exactly what we've been doing.
Yep.
You asked what our purpose is. After 6 months at the Academy, that's my answer.
Well said.
Agreed. That's why this time, I don't plan on backing down. You need to hear the truth, and I need to be the one to tell you. As your daughter, as your family, and above all, as someone who's watched the Rhineford Company grow ever since I was a little girl. Mother, you're running this company the wrong way.
Oof.
My lady.
Telling the boss how to run her company.
Can I assume you, in your infinite wisdom, are planning to tell me the correct way to run my company?
Naturally. But I still need more experience before I can do that. I promise you, though, that by the time I graduate from the Academy, I'll show you how this company should be run. As someone who just might succeed you as the chairman someday, I should be able to do at least that much.
Leave a little uncertainty there in case things go foobar.
It's one thing to make a promise. It's quite another to live up to it. Still, at least you're starting to see the bigger picture.
Mother.
Give it to her, Sharon.
Certainly.
And then she slaps her.
What's
The
this?
card key
Some kind of key card?
is going to change with the temperature of the area.
Correct. It opens the door to a passage that connects Ruhr City to the iron mine.
That didn't answer my question, though.
There's really a secret passage?
The former chairman built it for use in case of an emergency.
Oh, good old Gwyn.
You'll find the entrance in the underground part of a maintenance room on the upper level of the city.
If we use that passage...
we should be able to completely avoid having to deal with the Provincial Army.
I'm not going to say thanks. Right now, I just believe this is the best way to press forward. And I'm going to tell you why through actions, not words.
Excuse us, Madam Chairman. We've learned a lot during our field studies, and we'll put it all to use to come out on top.
You don't need to worry about us.
Yep, we're the main protagonists. We're not gonna die.
They've grown a lot in the last 6 months. It's been a pleasure to watch them. Surely it wouldn't hurt to acknowledge that Lady Elisa has grown too.
She's still got a ways to go. If she wants to take the mantle of the Rhineford Company from me, she'll have to show me she's got what it takes. Anyway, it seems all our principal players have assembled.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask you to do one more thing for me?
Certainly.
Uh-oh. Elisa's S-Craft Rosetta Arrow was strengthened to become Judgment Arrow. So instead of getting like a second S-Craft, she's now we're just upgrading? Okay. After our meeting, we contacted Angelica and George and agreed to meet in front of the maintenance room that hid the entrance to the secret passage to the mine. In we go. So that's what that room was for. Is that what? Then why was the orbital signal so weak? Is it just a bad part of the city? You got that one small little dead zone. I hate dead zones so much.
Who would have thought there'd be an underground passage going all the way from Ruhr to the mine? Gwen really does think of everything.
Oh, you know Elisa's grandfather?
I've heard you two got along famously back when he was still living in Ruhr.
He taught me all kinds of great stuff. How to pick up girls, the best spots in the entertainment district, you know, the really important things in life.
Yes, the really important things in life.
It's not that I can't believe it, it's that I can. Too easily.
I can only hope to sit and learn at the feet of the master one day.
Still, it's probably thanks to him that Angie didn't go any further off the rails than she did.
Can't deny that.
Further off the rails.
I wonder if we'll seem as colorful to the first years when we're second years.
So,
I mean,
this is gonna work?
yeah. I think they'll see us super colorful.
Alright, that should do it.
What is this thing?
An orbital wave antenna?
It's currently in development at the Institute of Technology, but I managed to convince them to let me borrow it.
So what? Is it basically like a mobile? What?
It emits directional orbital waves to widen the area where you can transmit and receive signals.
Oh, it's basically your own. Bring your own. It's basically a mobile hotspot.
That means you'll be able to use your Arcus unit's communication functionality even down here in the mine.
That sounds pretty handy.
You can do that?
Yep. Toa's busy gathering information on what's going on across the Empire right now. And I'll be able to pass that info along to you while overseeing this operation.
Oh, that's good.
If things get too dangerous, I'll give you the order to pull out, so make sure you keep the line open.
Got it.
Sounds good.
It'll be nice to have some support.
Well, if George is just a call away, we've got nothing to worry about.
Okay, I think it's about time we got going. And thanks again, everyone, for coming along. I've got my Arcus on me, so I should be able to hold my own in battle.
Yeah.
Always room for one more with us.
Your knowledge of the mine will really be invaluable.
I'm looking forward to seeing you clean up with those Taito skills of yours.
Angelica joined the party. The maximum number of support members has temporarily increased to 3. Better than how the crossbow games dealt with it, where you just had to leave someone behind. Get in here. You know what? I don't know. What kind of stuff you got? I can give you some stuff for now. Good to keep those away, and yeah, that'll do. What kind of stuff you got? You've got emblem. Don't we have emblem? No, we don't. What did emblem do? Decreases damage relative to how low HP is. How does that work? Can't look at it. She's got 2 spots open, so let's give her something. just in case, and Holy Breath, Burn, Speed Breaker. Let's give her Shining. Alright, there's an orbit charging station if we need it. We shouldn't though. What kind of field attack you have?
I'm in.
Oh, okay. I was like, why is there 3 grunts if she's hitting, punching twice? She's using her knee, I think.
I'll handle it.
I've got this.
Green just has the best.
Advantage is ours. Let's finish it.
Moles!
Go.
Moon Mole. It's been a while.
Now's our chance.
Eat it.
My turn.
I felt the impact there.
Right. Time to shine.
I'll handle it.
My turn.
And dead.
Okay, it's safe for now.
Oh yeah, I guess I should probably mention. So I replaced her Raven because it was maxed out. So I gave her Wing because that's one I want leveled up. Also, Elliot's Cannon Master Quartz maxed out, so I gave him Scepter. Alright, let's keep going.
Looks like this is just a one-way path.
Well, no chance of us getting lost in here at least. Let's run on through.
Sounds good. Yep, that is as one way as you can get. There's one room off to the side, though. You know, in case you need to sit down, this pathway has become too much for you. Hey, look at this thing.
Advantage is ours. Let's finish him. Okay.
I never did analyze. Oh well.
Now.
I'll pick you up.
Here we go. Go.
Eat it. Time to shine. Go for it.
Go.
Right.
Alright, Elliot, before everyone kills everything.
Attack patterns. I've got it.
A metal beetle, a beetle with a metallic shell, was once frequently dug up when people mistook them for actual ore.
I'll handle it.
That must have been fun.
My turn.
Now.
We did it.
Well fought, Angelica.
Right back at you.
Which way did I come from? I think I'm going the right way now. Ooh, little room. Chest. An EP charge. Alright, let's start speedrun.
Oh yeah. Toe's been pretty worried about all of you, you know?
Oh, really?
Well, glad to know she's looking out for us.
Yeah, though I feel a little bad since we're making more work for her.
I mean, she was always gonna have work. Okay. Keep going north. Should be coming out at the end pretty. Alright. Second path. Second path. Ooh, this one's windy. What's the matter, Gwen? Couldn't build it straight?
We've been walking for ages. How far are we at this point?
Judging by the distance we've traveled, I'd say we're about halfway.
How can you tell that?
That is a good question.
I spy treasure.
Now she's avoiding. Chrono Burst. No one's okay at best. I mean, I've not found the utility for it. Okay, how far are we? About halfway of the point fee. Alright, what's in here? Treasure! Celestial Bomb EX. That's like the full revive, right? And now Machias's Master Quartz Iron has finished. It's level 5. Let's see. Damage, regular attacks raised. Sure. It's level 4, so it's not going to take long, but...
This path's gotten real twisty all of a sudden.
I wonder if they built it like that to avoid the mine shafts.
If that's true, that must mean we're almost there.
I mean, we have to go off speculation at that point. Just... Curio Bomb. Neat. That is all I have to say. Neat. Alright, hang on, miners. We're almost there. Quite a steep way up.
Over there.
Looks like we made it.
In case an event scene triggers. Okay, no event scene. A ladder. Is this the end of the passage? It must be. I don't see anywhere else to go but up. Well, we've walked far enough, and it seems like we've been walking in the right direction at least. So, right up above us, we've got a mine full of terrorists. Alright, let's get climbing. I'll bring up the rear. Crow, you're going first. Then Reen, Elliot, and Machias in that order. Okay. That's fine with me, but... Damn. Little pervert. Though, should we really be trusting Angelica to bring up the rear right behind Fee and Elisa? Give it up, Crow. I've known you long enough to know exactly what would have happened if I let you go last. Go on and get climbing. Wait. Angelica? Oh, it's so they don't look up our skirts. You don't have to spell it out. Guess you can always count on Crow to be Crow, and Angelica to be Angelica. No kidding. Though I don't see why she put herself last, though. I can hazard a guess. You'd think with the situation we're in, her mind would be fixed on other things, but it seems not. Honestly, yeah, like, Elisa and Fee should bring up the rear. Angelica should be right behind Crow. Or at least right behind the three of us. So.
This is pure bliss.
Angelica.
Stop that, Angelica!
Just kidding around. I love it when you're angry.
I swear, this girl.
And they were worried about you, Crow. The both of you are perverts. The both of you. Alright. Here we go. Let's go take on some terrorists. Oh, this song! a Tyrol bomb. Nice. Oh man, I really like this song. Tear bomb, and a reviving bomb. Are you sure you shouldn't have been over in like Celtic? I'm good. Like, he took a little bit of damage, but it's negligible at best, or at worst. Alright, let's go hunt down some terrorists. Hey, isn't this the sealed off mine shaft we got that sample from yesterday? So this is where that tunnel, the tunnel comes out. If we head through this mine shaft, we ought to come out on the other side of the cordoned off entrance. We need to find out what's going on in there. Agreed. Let's get going. Oh. Green here. Is that you, George? Yeah, sounds like you made it through the tunnel. Reception still seems clear. Looks like I'll be able to keep you up to speed. Alright, we're counting on you. Any new developments on your end? Yeah, Toa called me from the capital with some new info not too long ago. Sounds like a big chunk of the RMP is on the move, gathering in Ruhr and Ortis. Whoa. I'm guessing they're still trying to do what they can to... I'm guessing they're trying to do what they can to get this situation under control. But there's no telling how long that'll take. You're going to need to hurry. Got it. What did George tell you? Well, apparently, Green relayed George's information about the railway military police's movements. They're headed to Ortis too? Not bad. Group B's in Ortis, aren't they? Maybe something's happening there too. It's possible, but either way, it doesn't look like we have much time. Let's get going and stay alert. Right. Oh, Lord, what is Group B doing? Water Sepeth and a Tira bomb.
That's good.
Here we go.
New enemies. Try attacker R2. I just have to take the game's word that they're new. And not just the same enemies.
Second form. Gale. Go.
Broken.
You're finished.
My turn.
And they're done for.
I'm in.
Finish it, Angelica. Oh, just couldn't do it.
Targets eliminated.
Instant
Let's get
death.
going.
Elliot has been on the verge of leveling up for a while now. What's going on? Needs 122 EXP for next level up. Says Fee. Man. The game really is just teasing at this point. Oh, that's a beacon. Let's go kill it.
Hostile spotted. Beginning
That
combat.
is really big. The Kazakh Dovin G. Alright. You know what to do.
Second form. Gale.
All out attack.
Let's go, everyone.
Yeah, okay.
Well, there goes all the robots.
Time to shine.
Okay,
And dead.
done. But we can't relax yet.
There they go. Finally.
I did it.
Success.
They've just been inching their way to a level up. Anything over here?
Now that's what I call a chest.
How did I miss this? EV Charge 3? An Altair Cannon. That sounds awesome. What is it? Altair. There it is. Blast of light rained down from above. Can I equip it to anyone? Yeah, I could, but I kind of want. Man, I've got so many cool new stuff. Ragna Vortex, Purgatorial Flame. It's like, some of this stuff, it just sounds like you can't get much better. Anyway, let's keep moving. Man, I hope that, like, I didn't miss that chest, like, the first time I was down here. I think I just straight up did.
Looks like this place is crawling with archaisms. Just like Aurelia.
There's some monsters I didn't see when we were here yesterday, too.
They must have brought them in from outside. Be careful.
Will do.
The advantage is ours. Let's finish him. I'll handle it.
Alright, oh, HG. Those are different too. Couldn't tell you if I fought those things with that, Dovin thing, but hey, you know what? Don't matter.
Go.
Well, I can get them all.
Broken. Time to shine.
Alright, can you analyze? No, you can't.
My turn.
Alright, Elliot. Hurry up before they kill everything here.
Analyzing enemy attack patterns. Analysis complete.
Patrol Archaism released by the Imperial Liberation Front reduces foes' movements and defense with electromagnetism.
Okay.
I feel like we've already fought these things.
Ha.
Here we go.
Okay. Now.
My turn.
Alright, one more.
Analyzing enemy attack patterns. Analysis complete.
My turn.
There we go.
Go.
Broken.
That one all right.
No, Reen, you don't get to talk. Fire Sepith and a Tira Bomb. It could be better. Oh, there's another Dovin. I can analyze it. Let's come in from the rear and attack! You will not win the day, terrorists. In the end, I shall emerge at the top. Alright, anything else before I head out and fight some terrorists? Doesn't look like it. Let's give it a good old save. Make sure my D-pad still works.